Good morning from Oxnard. I'm Mike Fisher. It's a little early here, so I don't want to wake up everybody in town. You can hear the ocean waves crashing against the shore. What a gorgeous view we have here. And I appreciate, first of all, our connection with Sports Illustrated, our connection with the Dallas Cowboys, and our connection with you that allows us to make all this happen. We sent one of the 75 member staff to Florida a couple days ago to go hang out with Jalen Carter. And we did a one-on-one visit with Jalen Carter, the prized Eagles rookie defensive tackle. And he had a little something to say that I want to share with you. And I love it, just like I love Josh Harris questioning the new owner, the Washington Commanders, questioning whether or not the Cowboys are really America's team, basically is what he did. I love it. And I'm interested to see if you love it too, especially now that Jalen Carter has jumped aboard and said, I'm ready to kill the Cowboys. Doodly doodly doot. What? He says, everybody's got a beef. Cowboys, Eagles, everybody's got a beef. He goes, I might as well join the wave. So, as Jerry would say, Mr. Matt, and I'm smiling when I say that. Jalen Carter obviously is trying to have fun and get into the groove of Cowboys versus Eagles and good. Our impression from my man Isaiah Delgado, who we sent to Florida, he spent some time with Carter. Yes, he has he's got that horrible incident with the car racing thing and the fatality and the lawsuit. All that's very real. But he says this is a soft-spoken guy. He talked to all his coaches and people, his mom, and everybody knew him growing up. They all swear by him as a person. Now, because this is Cowboys, we're supposed to hate the Eagles, and vice versa, and that's what he's doing here. But we should also be having some fun with it. And so when he says, I'm ready to kill the Cowboys, he's trying to have some fun with it. You call out America's team, you're calling some attention to yourself, even though, again, he did it with a smile. It should be noted, he probably is not aware of this. Despite his confidence in his new Philly team, Dallas kind of has your number, son. He can take some solace, though, of course, in what the Eagles did last year in terms of getting to the quarterback. The fourth team in NFL history to have 70 or more sacks in a season, and he's going to be part of that. Of course, at the same time, the Cowboys surrendered the fourth fewest sacks in the NFL. So, immovable object, immovable force, or something like that. You will be happy to note that Carter did credit Cowboys Nation for your loyalty, and this is a matter of record. There's surveys done all the time. Who's the most loyal, who's the most committed, who's the most crazy, who's the most superstitious, and it always comes up Cowboy Nation. So good for you. But during our visit with Jalen Carter over the weekend, as our man's hanging out with him, people did come up to him, kids, whatever, and asked him to sign Dallas merchandise. Here's a Dallas t-shirt, here's a Dallas jersey, here's a Dallas mini helmet. And he wouldn't do it. And he said, I'll give the Cowboys fans this, they're loyal. And then somebody holds up a phone case featuring the Cowboys logo and asks him to sign it. Nope, won't sign Cowboys gear. And I love it. The rivalry, it adds so much when both teams are good. They don't have this yet with the Commanders. Obviously, we have this with the Eagles, and we might have it with the Giants. And Jalen Carter might help accelerate all of this, just like Josh Harris might accelerate all this in Washington. Drew Rosenhaus, the agent for Carter, predicts that he'll become the best defensive player in the NFL. Well, that's a fun challenge, too, because the Cowboys already think they have that person in Micah Parsons. November 5th, right, is Cowboys at Philly, one of the two annual NFC East meetings, and I suppose we'll see Jalen Carter make a statement that week. He will certainly be asked about our story that week, and I'm pretty sure he's being asked about it now, as it's kind of going around the country. Until then, both these teams will have to kind of just take out their frustrations on the rivalry on one another in training camp. But the bottom line for this, and the reason I'm I think it's fun that Washington's new owner stirred it up. I think it's fun and funny that Jalen Carter has done the same. If you're of a certain age, you know what I'm talking about here. If you're a younger Cowboy fan, you don't know what Redskins week means, what Eagles week means, what Giants week means, because we don't call it that anymore. And in those cities, they don't call it Dallas week anymore. We need to get back there. The division is arguably as good as any in football, arguably, and the power in the NFC is, two of the three best teams are in the NFC East. So the power base is in this division. To have a good-natured rivalry where all the players are saying, I want to kill them. And by the way, yes, we get the irony, and we're not going there. I want to kill them. We want to get them. I hate Roger Staubach. I hate Joe Theismann. I hate that's one of the best parts about football is that love to hate. It's sports hate. And if Josh Harris wants to bring that back in Washington, good. And if Jalen Carter is bringing that back in Philadelphia, good. And if Cowboy Nation wants a part of it, I just introduce you to two new, fun, to new more guys for you to Cowboys hate in Oxnard with the Cowboys. Fish out.